So, in this topic, which is the nature and importance of marketing channels, do we really need marketing channels? Why can't producer or the manufacturer supply directly to the consumer? And we remove all the middlemen in this world, and then the consumer can get the product at a very low price. I'm sure most of you would be thinking this way. But believe me, marketing channels or intermediaries, they play a much bigger role than just moving the goods from one end to the another end. Marketing channels, also known as distribution channels, form a dynamic network of interconnected organizations, basically wholesaler, retailer, that collaborate to ensure product or services reaches the hands of the consumer or business users. It is rare for producers to directly sell their product to end users. Instead, they rely heavily on intermediaries to bridge the gap between the producers and the consumers. These intermediaries collectively create a marketing channel that facilitates the availability and consumption of products or services. So, if you remember, just imagine if government would have said, okay, we are giving you the vaccine, come to Delhi. Now, just imagine the whole of India reaching Delhi. Is it possible? In fact, we would have had even more cases of coronavirus. That is the reason, instead of moving the people, you move the product, because that would far cheaper and far easier for you to distribute the product or distribute the vaccine. So, these intermediaries collectively create a marketing channel, whether it is the government giving it to hospital, and they facilitate the availability and consumption of product or services to the final patient who needed the vaccine. The decisions a company makes regarding its marketing channel have a far-reaching impact on various other aspects of marketing strategy. See, for example, if Amazon says that we will deliver you the product in 2 days' time, do you think so that marketing job is done? No, first you have to create a strong network. So, a decision which was a very good decision, it will show a competitive advantage amongst the consumers that you are delivering the product in 1 day time or 2 day time, but will it not affect the overall organization? So, if distribution says that we will deliver it in 10 minutes time, like you know that Zepto says we will deliver any product in the app in 10 minutes time. So, do you think that only supply chain is getting affected? No, it will affect the pricing of the product, it will affect the promotion, it will affect the product itself, because you cannot distribute everything in 10 minutes. That is the reason why Zepto is not selling color TVs or the projectors on their platform. So, firstly, let's talk about how it is going to affect the pricing decisions. The choice between partnering with national discount chains, utilizing specialty stores, or adopting direct online sales significantly will influence the pricing strategy. Because even when I am listing my product on Amazon, does not mean that there are no intermediaries. In fact, Amazon itself is an intermediary. That is what we need to understand. So, in both cases, the pricing would be different. It will affect your communication. The nature of the channel partner shapes the company's sales force strategies and communication approaches. Factors like persuasion, training, motivation, and support will play an important role. It will even affect the product development. Just imagine if the product can reach out to every single village of the country, then your research and development team will be motivated enough to come out with new product. Because they know once we create a product, we can make that product available in every part of the country. And that is how even a company like Unilever decided to create sanitizer. You remember Lifebuoy sanitizer? The biggest advantage that Unilever had was the distribution. That their Lux, Lifebuoy, Dove, Pears reaches every single place in the country. So why not deliver the sanitizers to every single retail store? And from there, the customers can make a purchase. So the compatibility of products with channel partners' capabilities may influence decisions to develop or acquire new products. Many companies underestimate the power or potential of the distribution channels, which can lead to adverse outcomes. However, large number of successful companies like Unilever, P&G have harnessed creative distribution systems to gain the competitive advantage in the market. So, the car rental industry was transformed when off-airport rental offices were established, revolutionizing the norm. So, Rent a Car is a company who did this with their innovative product support. Apple, by introducing iTunes, Apple revolutionized music business by enabling music sales for the iPod through the internet. Just imagine no intermediary directly coming from Apple iTunes to the consumer. FedEx, the company's innovative distribution system made it a leader in express package delivery services. And we can never forget Amazon. By embracing an online-only approach, Amazon redefined retailing and emerged as a major e-commerce player. So from all these examples, we can clearly see the importance of intermediary or distribution channel in making the product available to the customer. So distribution channels decisions often involve long-term commitments to other entities. Do you think so that McDonald's allows anyone to open a franchise? No, they select their franchise with utmost rigor. They will check whether you have a past restaurant experience. They will ask you to make a considerable investment. They will even ask you to create a contract for next 10, 20 or even 30 years. So while companies can alter their advertising, pricing or promotion strategies, with relative ease, you can easily change your product price and promotion. Changing distribution channels established through franchise agreements, independent dealerships or large retailers can prove really challenging for the organization. So now we have understood the overall importance of marketing channels. Understanding marketing channels is pivotal as they shape how products or services reach consumers. The interconnectedness of channel decisions with other marketing strategies underscores the importance of marketing channels. By recognizing the potential within distribution channels, business can unlock new avenues for growth and innovation. Now let us understand how channel members add value. Because at the end of the day, every function should add some value. So in this particular topic, which is how channel members add value, we will explore why producers opt to involve channel partners in the selling process and how these intermediaries contribute to enhancing efficiency and value creation within the marketing ecosystem, because they should become a part of my overall ecosystem. Now you might be wondering why producers delegate a portion of their selling responsibilities to channel partners. Relinquishing some control in the process, you end up giving control to someone else. The reason is quite simple. Intermediaries bring about greater efficiency in making products available to target markets. Just imagine you are selling chocolates in the market and your company decides, I will not be dependent on any retailer. I will sell my product in exclusive showroom. Now just imagine you will have to open so many chocolate showrooms. The additional fixed cost, the additional labor cost, the additional energy cost will be really huge. I am not sure whether you will make enough profit until and unless the company has a large variety of products that they are selling. They are not just into one product category, but they are into large number of product categories. Only then you will be able to afford an exclusive showroom of yourself. So we have now understood that leveraging on their contacts, experience, specialization and operational scale, intermediaries often offer advantages that producers can't achieve independently. Let us look at this image in front of you. So you see three blocks of manufacturer, manufacturer A, manufacturer B, manufacturer C. On the other side you have customer. Customer can be A, B, C or X, Y, Z. Imagine these three manufacturers selling to three customers directly. This setup requires 9 distinct contacts. If you pay attention to this, the number 1 manufacturer will be selling to all three. Number 2 will also be selling it to all three. Number 3 will also be selling to all three. So how many distinct contacts? 9. However, if the same manufacturers work through a single distributor, in the second case, in the second image you can see that there are 3 manufacturers and 3 customers like in the old image. But here I have added the distributor. So what happens here is I will get all the product available at distributor. He will consolidate the product and he will supply it to the customer A, B, C or X, Y, Z. So what has happened in this case? Now you have reduced the contacts between them. So if the same manufacturer work through a single distributor who then reaches out to the customers, the number of contacts will be reduced to 6. And you can think about 4x4 matrix also. If there are 4 manufacturers and 4 customers, then it is 16 contacts, which will be reduced down to 8 because you will have 4 transactions from manufacturer to distributors and you will have 4 transactions from distributor to customers. So as the process becomes more and more complex, more benefit you will get from the distributors. So this illustrates how intermediaries streamline the work for both producers and consumers, reducing the redundancy. So from an economic perspective, money-wise, because that is very important, marketing intermediaries serve to transform the assortments of product made by producers into assortments desired by consumer. Manufacturer might be giving me one product, but as a customer I might be purchasing a mix of 4 products. Producers often make products in bulk while consumers prefer a broader array of products in smaller quantities. Marketing channel member bridges the gap by purchasing large quantities from multiple producers. In our earlier example, manufacturers like A, B and C, they break them down, which is also called as breaking the bulk. They break them down into the desired quantities and assortments for consumers. Without this breaking of bulk, as a consumer, you will be purchasing from manufacturer directly in the absence of distributors, and you will never purchase 1 or 2 quantities. You will be asked to purchase huge quantity. Let us take the example of Unilever. They manufacture large number of hand soaps every week. But as a consumer, will you be purchasing large quantity? No, you will be purchasing maximum a pack of 4. Individual consumers typically purchase only 1 bar or a set of bar at a time. Large retailers like Reliance Smart or D-Mart or any place wherever you purchase it from, they break the bulk of soap, ensuring stock availability on their shelves. You as a consumer then buy individual bars alongside other related products as needed. So this shows how intermediaries are playing such an important role. So they are adding a lot of value by bridging the gap. Channel members add value by bridging this significant gap of what? Of time, place and possession that exists between goods and services and their end users. In certain sectors like pharmaceutical and dairy industry, where regulated temperatures are crucial, intermediaries will play even an important role, because now in your logistics, you will need insulated tanker for transportation of milk, or you will need refrigerated vehicle for transportation of fruits and vegetables. Members within marketing channels perform essential functions, contributing to the success of completed transactions, and this is how the value gets created. Let us now understand few key functions of channel members. So if I am a channel member, I can be wholesaler, I can be retailer. What are my daily functions? First is I get lot of information from the customer directly. If I am a wholesaler, then I get that information from the retailer. So gathering and sharing vital information about consumers, producers and market dynamics for effective planning and exchange. So this is one of the most important functions, because they become the eyes and ears for the company. They help you promote your products. This is the next function. Developing and disseminating persuasive communications about the product is very important. As a retailer, I might be selling lot of mobile phone. I might be selling Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus. So when the customer comes, he should be selling your company's product. So they help you promote your brand in their stores as well. They need to maintain a long-term contact with all their buyers, identifying and engaging customers and potential buyers, and always keep them posted about the upcoming new offers. They also match the demand and supply. The market is having a huge gap of demand and supply of products. Tailoring offers to align with buyer needs, including activities like manufacturing, grading, assembling and packaging, is done by the intermediary. Then negotiation. Definitely the retailers buy on credit, sells on cash, but even then they need to negotiate very hard on both the ends. They help you distribute your goods. They help you transport your goods. So for physical distribution, they help you on regular basis. They help you distribute your goods to the next person in the chain. Also, at times they can help you finance. Acquiring and utilizing funds to cover channel related expenses is important. And they take the risk of storing your goods in the retail store without knowing whether there will be enough demand for your products or not. So the question isn't whether these functions needs to be performed. They are imperative. Every wholesaler, retailer is doing it. The real consideration lies in determining who should perform them. Manufacturers that handle these functions incur higher cost, necessitating higher prices. However, when intermediaries undertake certain functions, manufacturer cost and prices might decrease. The distribution of functions should ideally be assigned to channel members that maximize value for the cost involved. So we need to understand all these roles of channel members and how they add value to the overall system of supply chain. Intermediaries, by virtue of their efficiency, specialization and reach, significantly contribute to bridging gaps and matching supply with demand. As we progress further in this particular chapter, we will learn a lot about the whole system and how it functions. But in the next topic, in the section 1 itself, we are going to talk about number of channel levels.